REVSOUL here. Welcome you all guys to a new video. Today is brought the latest Heroes Extreme 160R 4V. This is more like a balanced bike. Balance in the sense the motorcycle can definitely provide a better comfort while on the ride, and of course the aggressive kind of performance from a 160cc engine. So let's get to know about this beauty in the 160cc category. Starting with the paint scheme, the bike is having a dual tone paint finish, a glossy black and a bronze kind of paint finish, and the paint scheme is called the Kevlar Brown by Hero. And we also get another three paint scheme, one grey color, black color and a neon green color, and every paint scheme has its beauty. And talking about the paint quality and stuff, the bike delivers a great paint quality for this motorcycles. No drawback with the paint quality, and we can also find the carbon fiber textured parts in the side area and in the tank side area, and it's just the texture, not the real carbon fiber part, but delivers a great quality too. And we can also find that carbon fiber texture in the tank area also. I definitely love that carbon fiber texture in the 160cc Hero Extreme. Beautiful looking areas guys, I mean the beautiful looking carbon fiber parts, carbon fiber textured parts. And looking at the lighting setup, we get all LED lighting for the Hero Extreme 160R 4V. Let's look at the headlights. We get a class D type LED projector headlamps for the beautiful Hero Extreme 160R 4V with a decent light through giving in the night time. We can also find that beautiful looking LED DRLs which we did find in the Hero Extreme 250R also. We also get LED indicators, but the drawback is that, as you guys can see, there is a small fogging in the LED headlight setup. Maybe this is because of the continuous raining which the Kerala has been going through the recent days. And looking in the rear section area, we can find that minimalistic and clean looking tail lights for the Hero Extreme 160R 4V. I didn't even finish my line, the rain just started pouring guys. Let me just stop the video for a couple of minutes so that the rain stops.
A few moments later,
and the rain just stopped. So let's continue with the taillights. The clean looking LED taillights for the Heroes Extreme 160R 4V. And before jumping on the bike, let's check out the seats. We get a full single seat setup for the Hero Extreme 160R 4V with a much more softer padding for the rider and a great room for the pillion too, with a bit of a moderately softer padding. So the rider and pillion will be happy with the seating with the seating comfort for the Hero Extreme 160R 4V. And jumping on the bike, the first thing to be noted will be the seat height. The motorcycle has got a seat height of like 803mm. I'm a 5'8" guy. I got complete planted foot on both sides, so no issue for me with the seat height. And the weight also, the bike weighs around like 147.5 kilograms, so it's much easier to move around the parking lot too. And looking on down the handlebar switches, we get the light functions integrated in a single switch. The light, the dim, pass, bright, everything integrated into a single switch. These are for toggling around the meter console. We get the indicators, the horn, and the right side we get the hazard button, the kill switch and ignition integrated into a single switch. And we also get the cruise control feature for the Hero Extreme 160R 4V, because we get the ride-by-wire technology. Since we get the ride-by-wire technology, we get the cruise control, the riding mode and such features too, which are great features for a 160cc motorcycle that none other 160 motorcycles have. And we also get a Type A charging port for charging our phones while on the ride too. And before jumping on the meter console, let's check out the keys. These are the keys for Heroes Extreme 160R 4V. A very basic key. This is the one drawback or one negative thing I have felt for the motorcycle. Hero could have provided a much more decent key, a much more engraved key for the Heroes Extreme 160R 4V for the performance and overall bit for the bike. I have felt that the keys are very much understatement. I have very much low quality. And looking on the meter console, we have seen the meter console before. These are the same meter console we have seen in the Heroes Extreme 250R with the warnings on either side. We get the tachometer, the riding mode. Right now we are on the gear position indicator, the time, odometer, a bigger speedometer and fuel indication. And pressing the mode button, we can change the mode to sport and rain. We get three riding mode: road, rain and sport. And pressing this button, we can change the odometer to trip A, the trip A details like how much distance we have covered, the time taken, the average fuel consumption. The B, the trip B, we get the other like distance covered, the time taken, average fuel consumption. And we also get the 0 to 60, which we can't find in another 160cc motorcycle, because Hero Extreme 160 are said to be the fastest 160, which can clock up to like 0 to 60 just in like 4.5 seconds. So Hero just like showcase their 0 to 60 drag feature for the motorcycle with the lap timing and stuff, the quarter mile timing also, and we got the real time mileage, the average fuel consumption, the range, the service due date, clock, and other features too. And it's also Bluetooth compatible, so turn by turn navigation and stuff also can be controlled from this meter console. Now let's dive into the main part of the bike, the engine that can deliver both comfort and aggressive character too. Right now we get a 163.24cc single cylinder air plus oil cooled for the Hero's Extreme 160R 4V. This is a beautiful engine which the motorcycle, which a teenager and of course a matured guy would definitely love. And the engine can produce like 16.9 PS power and 14.6 Newton meters of torque. And we also get the 5-speed gearbox, and there's a drawback, another drawback too, because there are false neutral in between gears when shifting from 3rd to 4th and from 4th to 5th. I have experienced false neutral on this motorcycle frequently. That's one other drawback for the motorcycle. And we also get like 165mm ground clearance, so don't need to worry about anything hitting onto your patch plate or pen pipe. And checking out the brakes, which the bike also delivers a great braking. We get a 276mm disc rotors in the front side and 2 piston calipers, and the braking point was very much decent. The bike has got the proper braking to put a great stop the motorcycle. And the rear side we get the 220mm disc rotors and a single piston calipers. And we also get another added feature like dual channel ABS, a great safety feature needed for every single bike. And checking out the tires, we get the C8 Zoom tires with the 100 section tires in the front side and a 130 section tires in the rear side. These are both tubeless tires, so don't need to worry about punches while on the ride. And we also get beautiful looking alloy wheels, 17-inch alloy wheels for the motorcycle. Just look at the beautiful alloy wheels too. And the suspension, the golden USD suspension, the KYB suspension, the 37mm USD forks delivers the comfort and the confidence needed for the rider. And in the rear side we get the 7-stage preload adjustable monoshock suspensions too, so that we get the proper comfort and confidence needed for the ride. And before going for a short ride, let's also hear the beautiful exhaust note for the Hero Extreme 160R 4V. A beautiful exhaust, a beautiful note in the 160cc category. So let's take for a short ride and find out how the Extreme 160R performs. And finally we have reached the highway, so let's see how the Hero's Extreme 160R 4V performs. Since we have a proper open road in the front, let's check out how the Extreme 160R performs. The wind blast is so much crazy after like 100 kilometers per hour. So if you guys are looking for a proper highway cruising, a high speed cruising motorcycle in this category, then definitely you guys can remove this bike from your choosing list. And talking about the mirrors and things, I definitely love the looks of the mirrors and also the functionality. It can properly shows every single details behind our back. And talking about the vibrations, we don't feel that kind of vibration on these speeds like 5000 6000 RPM in 5th gear, like 70 kilometers per hour. But we do feel vibrations after like 90 kilometers per hour. Vibrations start increasing in the foot pegs and also in the handlebar levers after like 90 kilometers per hour. And while reaching the red line, like the 9000 RPM, the vibrations completely increases, making the ride a bit more worse. And fuel efficiency wise, right now we get like 12-liter fuel tank, and the fuel efficiency is like 40 to 45 kilometer per liter on cities and like more than like 45 kilometer per liter on highways if you are riding decently in those speeds like 70-80 kilometer per hour in decent RPMs. And if you guys are like riding in a rush way, the mileage can drop up to like 35 kilometer per liter. And talking about the other things, just like the comfort, we get a proper comfort for the rider and a much more better comfort than the other 160 motorcycle for the pillion too. And even after riding 400 kilometers, the rider can easily ride for another 100 kilometers. That's a false neutral issue which I have told in the walk around, while on the walk around, while shifting from fourth gear to fifth gear. I have experienced the false neutral thing which I have told while on the walk around. And I was talking about the comfort, right? And after riding 400 kilometers per hour, rider can easily cover another 100 kilometers easily, because we get that kind of a comfort for the rider. And comfort for the pillion will be much quite lower than the rider, and if the pillion is a bit bulky, then the comfort can be a bit lower comparing to a lean pillion. And talking about the ergonomics, we get a proper wider handlebar, a relaxed handlebar, and the foot pegs are set more on of a like a sporty position, so that we get a compact, a mixed feeling. If you guys want a perfect relaxed ride, just sit on the seats front side so that you guys can have the proper relaxed ride. And if you guys want a sporty kind of a riding position, just slide back to the seat so that you guys can also experience that kind of a sporty riding position too. And talk about the heating, if you guys are like stuck on the traffic for 10 to 20 minutes, the heating can rise a bit, but since the 160cc engine, the heating is not that worse. And since we get the oil cooling technology, heat dissipation is also much quicker than the simple air cooled engine. Handling is one of the strong points for the Hero Xtreme 160R 4V. So much easier to ride within the cities, and filtering to the traffic would be much easier too. And finally, look on the pricing side. Right now it costs about like 1,38,000 rupees for this motorcycle. The ex-showroom price is 1,38,000 rupees for this bike on KLR Trivandrum. For such a pricing, it's a great deal, guys. We get all the needed features for a 160cc motorcycle, even additional features like the cruise control functionality. If you guys are more into highway riding, this can be much useful. And comparing to other motorcycle in the 160cc category, with the aggressive KTM Duke 160, the TVS Apache RTR 160, and the Bajaj N160 with a much more completely comfortable, relaxed riding position, this is a much more of a balance. We get the comfortable and of course the proper aggression too from a 160cc motorcycle, and that false neutral at some times. And that's the video for the Hero Xtreme 160R 4V. I think I have told you every single details needed to be known for the bike. If you still have any doubts, feel free to comment. I'll be there to clear all your doubts. So let's catch up in the next video. Until then, it's a bye from me. Bye guys.